And now, Carl King visits Twin Peaks. Twin Peaks is the greatest TV show ever made, in my opinion. Now, sometimes I say it's Legion, but no, I'm wrong when I say that, because every time I watch Twin Peaks, I've always thought, man, I wish I could live in that town. Well, last week, we went to Snoqualmie, Washington, where parts of Twin Peaks was filmed. I had been there before a few years ago, and it was shocking how much the area had been developed. There were condos and apartments, suburban new construction, and I was last there in June of 2019, I think. And to my memory, it was quite rural and looked legitimately like a preserved woodsy town. So, in only 3 years, there was a rapid buildup of civilization. But it's not bad, it's not overbearing, just a lot more civilized. Maybe everyone wants to live in Twin Peaks. It was also warm. The temperature was 87 degrees F, which is hotter than I prefer, and definitely hotter than the last time I was there. Our destination was Snoqualmie Falls Park, which is the waterfall from the opening credits of Twin Peaks. And if you follow the wooden path, you can pretty much get the exact shot from the show. I think possibly they shot from lower down the slope or cliff, but close enough. That building over to the left in real life is called the Salish Lodge, which served as the external shots of the Great Northern. The internal of the lodge is nice and cozy, but definitely not anything like the Great Northern we know from the show. It's much, much smaller, so you won't see all of that log cabin look and native decoration. The whole time I was in the area, I found myself saying, "She's dead, wrapped in plastic," over and over. So the first thing we noticed when we walked in is the Salish Lodge smells like something. And Carl King thought, what is that scent? Because it sure is powerful. My wife described it as like smoky leather, tobacco, and fir tree all mixed together. Even though I don't have a strong sense of smell, it was too strong for me and actually made me cough. We looked around a bit and had lunch in the upstairs bar there called The Attic. Go up the stairs and you're there. The west side of the room had these gigantic windows overlooking the falls. And if you're lucky to get one of those seats, you can eat right there. I think they face west, which is right into the sun. And because of that, the tiny room is a bit claustrophobic and stuffy for my tastes. And they also have a stone oven right there where they bake pizza. So that was giving off a lot of heat too. I'm on a pretty strict special diet, and the menu doesn't have anything except a boring salad with greens and tomato for weirdo vegans like me. And by the way, I always say, I'm a weirdo vegan to avoid sounding like a superior snob when I'm ordering the food. I got to watch their SDC making our food. Now, what the heck is an SDC? Well, that's secret code for seriously disgruntled cook. Because of my weird diet, when the waitress asked him the ingredients of the salad dressing, he had a little tantrum. He grabbed the ingredients book off the shelf and slammed it on the table. He ripped through the pages one by one. Later, as he went about cooking the food, he banged the plates every chance he got. It was like making all that noise was the only way to tell everyone in the vicinity that he hated his job. Anyway, I ended up with that simple salad and some boring potato chips. And Chubode ordered a big plate of nachos. Interesting to note that they make their nachos with potato chips instead of corn chips. Chubode and I each ordered a cocktail called a Dale Cooper. And it had a powerful, bitter aftertaste. It was good, but I drank only maybe 1/3 of it because Carl King takes it very easy with any alcohol or caffeine. I don't want to do anything that ruins my energy or riles up digestive problems. Part of the way through the meal, I felt a little overstimulated, so I excused myself and went downstairs, spent a few minutes hanging out in the quiet lobby in front of the fireplace. Both the park and the lodge have gift shops, but this time around it seemed like the amount of Twin Peaks branded memorabilia was seriously diminished. I'm guessing there was some kind of a legal issue, but I can't imagine why. I don't know which studio owns the TV series. Maybe some combination of ABC, CBS, or Showtime. Anyway, they shouldn't mind some more fandom keeping the show alive, because I would think it would only boost their viewership. Because of that, I'd say there is a major opportunity for a serious Twin Peaks / David Lynch themed museum and store in the area. It could be opened anywhere in town, and I think it would have nonstop visitors. The gift shops did have some Twin Peaks-esque shirts, but were not high-quality cloth. It was kind of like the rough, cheap brand you'd wash once, and it would end up all deformed and shrunken in unexpected ways. Like maybe it would get very short and wide for no reason, and Carl King really hates that. But I did get myself a hat with the Salish Lodge logo, which is good enough for me. A lot of the gift options they have are less obvious unless you're a Twin Peaks fan like me. I did pick up a collection of enamel pins with the Twin Peaks characters' names on them, and those were kind of cool, but definitely also not too creative. Again, there's a major opportunity for merchandising here. If there is a cool Twin Peaks store in the area, I don't know about it. And there's one last thing I didn't get the opportunity to see, because it's another thing I didn't know about. Because there are plenty of things Carl King doesn't know about. The city of Snoqualmie has put up an actual Welcome to Twin Peaks sign in the original filming location. So, oh well, I'll try to stop by on my next visit. I give the whole experience a Dale Cooper thumbs up, and any Twin Peaks fan should head over to Snoqualmie and tell me what you think.